Once you have the population, happy, thriving citizens all settled into their lovely semi-detached housing, you then need to take care of their needs. Corner shops, pubs, schools, buses to get them from A to B and C, of course. Today we're going to be looking at all of this and fixing the train traffic that sprung up last time. If you enjoy my British build, please leave a like on the video and drop a train emoji in the comments below, and then grab a cup of tea, sit back and relax as we dive back into Kettlewick. So here we are at the Cupton Bluff crossing, and if we just move a little bit further on up here, we'll come to the Cupton Bluff rail line that heads into our city, and yeah, there's a lot of train traffic in here, which goes all the way back, or let's just go up a little bit higher, it's going to take a while, all the way back up here. All of our passenger trains are, yeah, it's causing all sorts of problems. And I think what we are going to do to fix that on this rainy autumn day is all the way back down here. This crossing is the problem. So these barriers will go down and let the trains through, but this road is so busy that it just causes an issue. So I'm thinking of turning this little section into a bridge. And I was thinking, well, how would that work in real life? You know, shutting down this main road that goes all the way through from one end of Kettlewick to the other, past our villages and everything. And this is what I came up with. So that junction there was closed down, ready for some roadworks. Then there would be a diversion that would be added to this junction here, which could come through our little estate that we've got here, where we've got our taxi depot and our internet pylon, past the past the train depot. I've got rain on the brain. Over this little bridge, and yes, it would come into the main Cupton Bluff. Well, this road here cuts through to another piece of the highway, or the sort of country road highway, and then you could go all the way around the outside back to where you wanted to get to. So it would be a diversion. It would cause so much traffic for all the people that lived here, but that is what happens sometimes. So I think that is what we're going to do. We're going to cut this road off. So let me just take a look. I'm going to grab a little alley here, and I think we're going to give ourselves some space to play with. We're going to cut it off there, and then we're going to go as close to this person's house as we can here, and then we're going to just sever both of those. So what we should find is the trains now will actually run, which is good. Yep, they're all going to go through and not stop. And then down here as well, yeah, see, they're waiting to get through that single. Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of upgrading here as well. So while we've got the option, so let's jump into, right menu would be helpful. Here we go. So we want a double train track, and we're going to upgrade this all along here. Past there, past here, and here. And in fact, am I going to do it there as well? I don't think so. Where's that one going? Why have you stopped? And why are you... Oh, you're waiting to go up, aren't you? Are you? No, you're waiting to come down. What are you waiting for? Look, that railway line, that area is free. Okay, let's check. Let's check. Yeah, you're going this way. But you're obviously waiting for something. I've no idea what. So I think what we might just do is I'm just going to upgrade this here and hope they think twice. Yeah, there we go. Something happened there and it's changed it. Cool. So that should keep that going. But then also looking down here at our Cupton Bluff train station, if we look at the stops and how this is all set up, yeah, we've got a lot of lines that come through that go to various parts of the outer cities. That one's going to Tamworth, and they don't stop here. So I'm just thinking, yeah, so I want any that are coming through to stop, and I want any that are coming through that way to stop. And I think there's another one underneath there, which I'm probably going to have to turn off some lines and do that. Yeah, that's just going to be the easiest way to do it. So let's have a look. We're going to come up here. There we go. We'll jump into our 8 train lines that we've got. And this is where it starts becoming a little bit awkward. We've got to find out which one it is. So it's not that one. Oh, here's another one. Train line at 7. So if we hop back into here, we should be able to just drag that each direction. Fantastic. Oh, and the other one's train line 8. So we've got all of them. Yeah, fantastic. So that should help that keep moving a little bit with our extra lines. And then anything for cargo is just going to go straight through. We will keep an eye on how that goes. Right, so how's the traffic going down here? Yep, everybody's turning off down this way, which is fine. Going up and over the bridge, which is good. We've got a lot of crossings down here, which I'm trying to sort of keep the UK theme going with the crossings and not having so many of them absolutely everywhere. I mean, we do have crossings. It's not like we're heathens or anything. But, I mean, ones like this, we do have crossings right by the roundabout. That is pointless. That gets them into the park. Yeah, I might just keep that moving a little bit down there. So that's good. And then heading into the main road. Yeah, so the traffic's not too bad. And then joining. This might become a little bit of a hot spot, but we do have traffic lights there. So it should be fine. It's not really backing up, is it? And then if we head round here, back to where we joined the highway going the other direction. It's fine. It's fine. All right, let's just see if we can get a bridge piece in here without messing up too much for these people that live here, because they're not going to be too happy, the Keats family. So I think if we just go from here and go one up and just see... I mean, it's going to be such a blimmin'... Oh, we want this as a raised piece. It's going to be such a tight bridge. It's like 19.2 to get up and down the other side. But the other one should be fine. What's that? 12.8? I mean, how high do we need that for it to work? Well, obviously higher than that. Because we've got these things sticking through. Yeah, I think... we might just have to do a little bit of a change here. I'm really sorry. Oh, they don't live there anymore. We're going to pick a pick of this house and we're going to pop that one on there. And then because I like these lined up a bit better, we'll do that. So we've got a little bit more space. So let's bring this back a tiny bit further, say to sort of there. And that should be okay. And then we can lift this up a tiny bit. There we go, just so that disappears under there, and then we just want to move this. I'm going to make this one, this node, where is it? Nodes, please, as same height as that, and then we're going to move that out a little bit like that. There we go, excellent. That, to me, doesn't look too shabby. I'm going to just try and line this up a little bit better. There we go, a little manipulation with the Move It mod, and I think that is pretty good, to be honest. I can't complain at that. The trains can keep moving, keep flipping moving. What are you all waiting around for? Again, it's something going on down here because this train is going that way. What is your issue? I'll tell you what, we're going to upgrade this all the way down. There we go. And hopefully whatever is causing the problem, I didn't mean it to be raised pieces, but that's fine. Hopefully we'll get sorted out. Ah, that's what it is. Because it's a single piece and trains are coming in. They're just constantly waiting for other trains to come all the way down. Okay, totally makes sense. There we go. So that should solve the problem now. Let's whiz all the way back down here again. Yeah, moving in both directions, moving in both directions. Brilliant. Yeah, Biffa's brain solved the issue. So the only bit left is this bit here. Brilliant. Okay, good. So hopefully you'll all be okay. And this is fine. So all that traffic now will just continue straight on down here. Brilliant. So that was step one in our plan of sorting out this area. The second thing was these people here, they've got no shops, they've got no pubs. A nice football pitch in here would be good. So what we're going to do is use a bit of this, what I'm sort of designating as industrial land up here because of the use of we've got, and to have a little bit of a shopping centre up here. But before we do that, we could add some corner shops down here. So let's just maybe have a little bit of a look and see. I mean, literally these ones here, if I pause the game and delete that, we could zone in there. We couldn't zone in there. Okay, well, let's do it this way then. We'll use the Move It mod, jump into commercial. No, we want mixed. And then we'll go into the UK pack and we want level 1. There we go. So we want a small mixed house that can fit on the end. These are all the town centre ones that are a bit bigger. What sort of size are these? Yeah, so I want one of these, which we could sort of fit in the end there. I think that's a little bit too big. Let's just do a bit of manoeuvring here. Actually, that would have been better. I could have put that on the end, but it's now going to go here, so that's fine. So we've got a little shop there. We could also add, I'm thinking of these two here could be replaced with shops as well, and we could just use the same size, couldn't we? That'll work there. So we're going to go 1, 2. So that gives a couple of little corner shops here, maybe a little bit of, you know, a bakery or something like that, newspaper shop, and then we could just do something similar in this area as well. There we go. I think that'll be fine. We've spread a few out there. Got a couple in there and a couple in here as well. But I do want a larger shopping centre. Now, we already have a Morrissey's set up in the area, which is all the way over here. So I'm sort of counting that. That's this building here with the completely empty car park. I'm counting this as the big place that you would drive to, you know, Sainsbury's, Morrison's, Asda, whatever, to get your shopping. But I'd like another sort of shopping centre area in here. And I'm thinking of putting together something with some of the inbuilt games EU commercial assets, because I think they'll look really good. So if we jump over to my favorites list and go to commercial, and it's these ones here which I think will work really well. So let's just see what we can set up. Okay, so I'm thinking this is going to be a small little industrial estate, somewhere where you can get a little bit of shopping as well, got a small supermarket, take your car to get MOT'd, that sort of thing. And just looking at the way in that we've got here, I think this road coming up in here is the perfect place to get in. So let's pick a picker. Can you let me pick a pick of the road? That'll be great. Thank you very much. And I think we're going to bring that out up here. We'll have something over there, and then we're going to bring that down to there. And then we're going to want to use the parking roads. We've got some nice parking here. So let's use the one-way angled parking road. Yeah, that one will be good. And we'll do something like... yeah, something like that will be good. Actually, I want to make that a little bit wider in the middle so we can add more shops in. Let's just try this instead. Yeah, I think that'll be good. And then this is going to carry on out this way, and we're going to have some stuff that's going to enjoy, stuff that's going to enjoy the river down here and the views that we've got over to all the fields over there. So I think this one is going to be perpendicular, just standard road parking that I want to get in the middle. Let's grab that one. There we go. And we're just going to bring that out at a bit of an angle. Let's go, that's a bit too long. Let's go something like that. And then we'll work on that area separately. Here I am going to plop down some buildings. So let's have a look what we've got. If we go into, yeah, we'll come back to the warehouses. We'll go into here. We'll go into commercial and just the EU ones, and then building level 1. But we want low. So we're going to go for these ones down here. So let me just pick some of these out, lay them out, and we can see what it looks like. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm looking at for now. And then I want to add some warehouses on here as well. So if we go warehouse, just go back over here to everything. No, warehouse. We're going to get some of those. Anywhere? Yep, there we go. Excellent. And just a few of these sort of dotted at the end here that aren't too big. Yeah, something like that. That to me definitely looks like it'd be a quick fit or something like that. So we'll have that on the end there. I want one that goes sort of sideways, a little bit different. No, let's scroll down a bit and see what we can get. Oh, these are all level 4, aren't they? And we don't want to just stick to some... there we go, that's what I want. Something like that, then something like that. What's that one there? That's a larger one. Yeah, maybe we could just pop that on there. That will do. And we can add... we could even add another little bit of parking in here. That'll be good. Just to try and sort of keep things interesting, shake it up a bit. That is quite big, isn't it? Let's go for one of these again. That's all coming off now at a funny angle, isn't it? No, hang on a minute. Let's just sort this out. Yeah, if we do that, that's okay. We've got a nice little car park there. And then we're going to use the Move It mod just to line that up a little bit here. And then I think that just needs to come out a touch. That should be okay. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, excellent. So we've got a few different choices there. We can decorate that in the middle. And then this little section here, let's have a look. I think we're going to have some nice buildings in here which would work. I made a little list. Yeah, the Horizon Lounge, I think that one's going to go here. It does have some built-in parking, but we're going to remove that and we're going to use that for some outside decorating. If ever the rain stops, you can sit here and enjoy your dinner, which would be good. And then what was on my list for the other one? one. Over here, I would like the Riverside Grill, if we could find that one. If it is on the page above, we're going to pop that one in there. And again, that looks nice from the front. Bit of parking at the side that we can remove and do a bit of decorating with that. I'm liking that one. Could we just pop a little connection through here? I think that would make sense. Let's just put like one of these roads into there. Yeah, that's good. So we can get from each one to elsewhere. I may change this around a bit. Again, we've got all this parking that gets added, which I don't want. I mean, this I'm going to keep. That I'm going to keep. This is all okay. What I'm going to do is change these to be like the accessible parking instead. So you get your own accessible parking spots at the front. That's good. Yeah, these are all going to change. I'll get rid of those and we'll get rid of all of those and these. But we'll leave that there and we'll do a bit of decorating with that once we get there. Excellent. I feel like we need a bit of a path or something down here just to... Yeah, maybe we could just do that all the way round. Yeah, up to there. That's fine. Good. We can do a bit of decorating on that. Now, what is this here? The Advanced Water Filtration System. I mean, if you're sat down here enjoying your tea and crumpets, it might be a little bit on the old pong side. I don't know. I mean, it is all closed in. Just wondering whether we could just maneuver some things around a bit and get that somewhere else. Is there a spot over near our farming area where we could move it to? I bet we could. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to utilize this piece of land here. It's between two parts of the motorway that are going through the city. And there's a load of industrial stuff over there. So I think we're going to just pop that over here for now. That'll be good. So we'll just take a little alley. We might come back, well, we will come back at some point and do some decorating and such. But we'll just do that, have a little slip road. Then we'll come all the way down here and we'll just maneuver that. Thank you kindly. Is that going to fit on there? It will. Let's just complete that. There we go. So hopefully that should be attached to everything. I'm waiting. I feel like it's not attached to everything. No, it isn't attached to everything. Okay, let's quickly fix this. Yep, there we go. All hooked up, all working, out of the way. And I think that just fits that area so much better. It gives us a little bit more space to work with down here as well. Fantastic. Right, so we've added in our little shopping centre over here with some riverside amenities as well. We've got one more thing to add, which we'll do in a minute. So I've used some of these buildings. What have we got over here? We've got the Canopy Cafe, which if you're sitting out on the top there, looking out over this lovely view, you're going to very much enjoy that. Some outdoor seating over here as well. We've got the Riverside Grill. So again, if you're sat out the front here, looking in that direction, lovely view. And we've got the Horizon Lounge as well. Very, very nice. I do want to pop a little bistro along here. So let's just grab one of these alleys. Can I just slide that along the back there? If I turn Anarchy off just so it gets rid of the trees. No, it didn't, but that's fine. I can sort that. I want to add in the church, inn and restaurant. That is going to go on here. Like so, and then we're going to also get this row coming up the side. Excellent, there we go. Let me just remove the trees. There we go, excellent. And that has got lovely views out here as well. So you've got all sorts of choices to come and wine and dine yourself. I've added a little play park over here with some lovely props and assets, although that one there seems to have sunk into the ground. Can I use the Move It mod? Control H, that the same height as that. There we go, excellent. So all of those are lovely and sorted out. And then we've got our little shopping area over here with a couple of warehouses, plenty of parking, and you can come up here and get your, I don't know what sort of places we're up here, somewhere like B&Q. Come and buy your paint or carpet or furniture, DFS, that sort of thing. A little warehouse out the back as well. And then we've got lots of paths to connect that to everything else that's going on. And what was this that we added on here? Oh yeah, the urban high school, the welfare office and that sort of thing. And that's a nice use of that space. We've got still some nice greenery around here for these people. I do want to add a pub, a couple of pubs in here. Let's just maybe take a spot here. I think if we can add a little pub on the corner, that would be fantastic. Like one of these are quite small. Yeah, so these aren't shops, are they? Low density terrace housing, no. I'm afraid you're gone, even though you love living there. Let's grab that. What's going on? Auto saving. Can we turn this around a different direction? We can if we grab the Move It mod. So we're going to go like so and get that into there, which I think fits in similar style to these houses. Maybe a slightly older looking building. Maybe they've done some work on there to make it look a bit older than it actually is. But I think that'll be good for that area and this area. And then another pub over here. I'm thinking more central location where there's space. This little section here. So we're going to just take away a couple of those and we're going to go for the larger Fox Inn pub. Oh, look at that. Perfect. It's got the garden out the back as well. It's now got extra trees it doesn't need. Let's just get rid of some of these. There we go. And I'm going to pick of that tree as well. I'm just going to sort of block this in at the back. Now, you might suddenly be commenting, oh my goodness, Biffa, all of those people that live nearby are going to complain about that. Just because I've built it now, that's not the order of events in the game. This was here already when they built all of these other houses. So everybody moved in knowing that that was there. That's how things work in real life. And that just looks absolutely perfect. So everybody living here can nip down for a carvery on a Sunday. Fantastic. Let's check out the train traffic and see how that's going. Oh, it's all cleared up. Brilliant. So what I did as well is we've got double train tracks that we put all the way down here. So I've actually added double train tracks going in the other way. So the only thing that really sort of slows it all down is when two trains are coming into here and they need to wait behind the other one. This is not a big enough stop to have like a bypass on it, but now we've got double train tracks heading all the way out to the edge of the map. It's absolutely fine and it's not backing up at all. So cool. So just checking on some of our citizens' happiness, unhappiness and that sort of thing. I want to make sure that we can have the higher taxes debuff because they're happy about everything else. And one thing that we really can fix is the unreliable mail service. And I bet if we have a look in this area, okay, we've got mailboxes around there. We don't have any down here at all. So I'm thinking we could just maybe pop, yeah, they're happy with that. We could pop a couple in here. Let's go for another one there. And then we'll go for another one up here to just sort of cover all of this area. These haven't got any at all, but I'm not sure. I mean, businesses must have to have their mail picked up as well. So let's just dot a couple around this area. Yeah, I think that should be okay. We've spread them all around, so that's good. Let's check out the telecoms. We need to go up here, I should say, into our menu, which I can't see for looking. There we go. It's this one here. Yeah, absolutely horrendous telecom coverage over here, and it's not brilliant everywhere else either, because I'm pretty sure I've dropped down the budget on that. Yeah, we're running that at 50% at the moment. Oh man, that just jumps from like 3,000 to 100% is like 13,000. I mean, we might just need to go with sort of 60%, and it's a bit of an increase, and hope that helps. There we go. Went out a little bit. We could just move this somewhere else. Where could we put that? Slightly further over here to cover more of the residents. I think there would be good, so no one's going to complain. It's not really reaching much further, but a little bit. And then let's have a look what some of these upgrades are going to cost us. 8,000 upkeep. Yeah, I don't really want to add any upkeep to that, so we might just leave that as it is. And once we start earning some more money, then I'll put our network coverage up a bit higher and hopefully cheer everybody up. Right, let's take a look at the buses and such in this area. So we've got this sort of area covered, but we've got nothing to bring them down into the new shopping place and eateries and all that sort of thing. So as we're coming up there, we could literally have one right in the middle here, which brings people in, and that has broken the road. Well, that's good. I don't know why it's done that. That's a bit annoying. If I turn off anarchy, maybe it's going to say you can't have that there. I don't know. That's very weird. Could we pop that somewhere else then? Let's just pop it along the main road here and be done with it. I think that'll be okay. We'll make it a shelter. There we go. Everybody happy? Yep. So we'll have that one coming in there, and then maybe have this one coming out like over here to sort of cover the whole thing. Yeah, that'll be good. And then let's just see what routes we've got that are nearby. So we've got this purple one here, which is, I don't know where that one's going, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to drag that one in here just to bring people in from other directions. So that's going to go up there, round there, and then what is all the hokey pokey going on here? Can we... can I just like change this so it doesn't all go around everywhere? So that's going... So I want that one. No, I don't want that one up there. Hang on, let me get my brain in gear. This is going up here, and then I want it to go up there, and... Oh, it's this. It's a one-way road, is it? So it's got to come back down to go up to go round there. Oh, okay. Well, there's an easy fix for that. Is we're going to change this piece of road up here to a two-way road. Ooh, let's change it to an alley. There we go. And then we could sort this out. It's almost sorted itself out. We'll do this one here as well. Hooray! There we go. Excellent. That's fine. So that'll bring people in from there. And then we've got this route up here, which doesn't actually leave the area. So I think this one, we want to drag that up from here, don't we? Let's do that and do the same thing. There we go. Excellent. So now these routes will stop off at the train station and stop off at the shopping area and eatery as well. Excellent. People are happy. Sometimes we're making money. Sometimes we're losing money. It comes, it goes. We shall see what happens. Oh, that's an autosave. I'm going to have a sip of tea and then we'll let this run for a while. Yeah, it's been a while and we're back to making money again. So I was just thinking about this sort of land over here. I mean, it's going to be noisy. It's right by the rail maintenance depot, the hub over here. It is behind a load of shops. It's got these sort of shops and warehouses and things here, the taxi. So even though this is actually green land at the moment, I do sort of think that we would have in here a couple of blocks of flats. I think this would just be a perfect spot for something like that. Now we can have access coming off of this road. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete that path there for now. We're going to use some of the parking roads and just see if we can... Let's have a look. So what we'll do first, we're going to use this one here just to sort of bring it... No, we're going to use that one because we're going to have a lot of people coming in and out. So we're going to have that one there going in at 90. Excellent. Then we're going to take some parking roads, 2 lane divided perpendicular, something like that. Yeah. Just straight along there. I'll turn anarchy off. Excellent. And then we could have a couple of blocks of flats there. And I'm thinking like another one over here would be good. Let's just remove those trees from the area. If we do that, there we go. Excellent. Just to give us something to build on. We can always place some more back in a moment. Yeah, something like that. And a nice amount of parking. So if we go to high density residential, which we can see very, very big demand for that. I I'm thinking, just sort of thinking where you'd sort of put them in. Anywhere here would be fine. So let's go for a big block there and there and see how quickly that takes away our residential demand. While it's doing that, I'll tell you what, rather than put a path in, I'm going to do that along here. There we go, just to block that off and give a little something here. I might actually just adjust this with a path there, just so we get some extra blocks. There we go, over here. Well, that sort of did what I wanted, but we'll see how it goes, and that can go into there. Yep, there we go, excellent. And we've got some space over here. Yeah, we've still got plenty of demand. Okay, you keep growing then, that's fine. We're going to do a small one there. Then we're going to go, I think we're going to go small. Can we go bigger than that? No. Okay, at that width, that's all we get. Fine. Okay. So then what I might do then is do that. Yeah, I'm going to change this up. We're going to go there, there. Yeah, hold your horses, and there. That's what we're going to do. So they're sort of spread apart a bit. And we'll see how that goes. And then this side, we could put some medium UK in, medium density UK, which is this one. And again, we'll go for sort of 3 by 2 and make use of that space. We're going to leave this one free and just see what we get building up here. Oh, I really like those blocks. Those purple blocks in the middle. Oh my goodness, what's going on in the game? There we go. I like these a lot, but what I'm probably going to do is... Oh, I would have loved 3 blocks of those here. We're going to pause that. We're going to remove that. We're going to pick of this. And we're going to put another block in. And we're going to move this one over slightly. That is great. I love the colour. Is there a third colour scheme on here? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and see if I can paint it on here. I can. There we go. So it sort of alternates. I'm liking that. That's very good. Oh, the game. There we go. It's thinking about it. Let's see what we get over here. And I am going to... Oh, we're going to get similar coloured blocks here. But I want to just move those over ever so slightly. Let's give that a second to all spawn in. Okay, there we go. I was hoping for this type of building here. So I'm going to delete that one. Grab another one of these and pop that in there. That's fine. And then this here, that's what we're going to do is we're going to grab that one, paint that. And then we're going to grab this one and paint that. So we're going sort of whatever that is, light blue purple, light blue purple, light blue purple, and we're going for something like this. I think that's fantastic. We should get a whole load of people moving in. Why are they unhappy? Stop being unhappy. High taxes. Well, fine. Oh man, yes, look at the queue of people wanting to move in. Is there traffic lights there? We are going to get rid of those because you're just wanting to move in and get on with life, which is good. We are going to pop some parkage down here. Let's find... Oh, I mean, a tiny city park either side of there could be interesting as sort of an entrance. The passage park is far too big. But actually, if I'm just thinking if I turn that sideways, whether that could fit along there, that would give a nice little... Yeah, let's change this up. Let's grab... Not that one. I want to grab this one. Let's add that on the end. It might be that we remove that passage park. This little park here. I want that in there. It won't let me do it. There we go. That's what we want. Come on. Come on. Yeah, excellent. That goes in perfectly. And then we can sort of maneuver these trees around a bit. There we go, that looks good. And we'll have this one in here. We'll just sort of bring this out a little bit as well. Just sort of fill up this corner. There we go. Excellent. So a couple of nice little parks and such. And then we'll just sort of pop in some oak trees around the back here. Singular oak trees. There we go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nice little area you can walk through here as well. Very good. So I don't think that's too bad, actually. You got nice overlooking the trees. Overlooking the country. This way, yeah, you're overlooking some industrial, but also the fields as well. And this is definitely going to have a decent amount of population in. So Cupton Bluff is growing. There we go. Money, people, happiness, all the things that we want, which is fantastic. People are leveling up. I mean, then we've got a ton of traffic from everybody trying to get in to come and live in this new area. There we go. The traffic's gone down. Everybody's moved in, which is great. A lot of them are walking around the back here as well, probably to get to this little bus stop, but also to shop, which is exactly what we want to see. I know our bus route cuts through here. So what I'm going to do is, let's have a look. Yeah, we've got it cutting right through the middle there. So I'm going to add a couple of stops on here. I want it not to take up the whole of the road, but I think it's going to. So we'll have one there and one there, and then we'll get our route and we'll get that to stop in there and in there as well, so they can walk through and have access to that, which will be fantastic as well to help them to get around the city, get to the train station and head off into the main, oh my goodness, Kettlewick area. What is going on with all of this? I'm constantly trying to sort out the hearses. So that facility's full. We've got full facilities all over the place. This one here, I believe, is not set to any... Oh, it is set to some operating districts. It is set to all the operating districts we've got. We've got 9 out of 10 vehicles going out. Efficiency's okay. Maybe. Let's just crank this. Oh, not too much. It costs us a ton of money. Can I get that up to 100% and still be okay? Just about. Oh, reset. There we go. 100%. Yeah, I don't mind losing a little bit of money. Hopefully get on top of the death wave if we can. What's going on over here? High resource costs. Garbage piling up. I mean, I've been through this so many times. I'm just going to let it run itself. Got this recycling centre. Doesn't cover all the areas. Got plenty of space left. Plenty of trucks left. We've got this one up here as well. I might just add in... Oh, and we got this here as well with plenty of trucks. So we don't need to add any more in. It's fine. Yeah, I think we just need to let that run its course, and I'm sure it'll sort itself out. Yeah, they're working it out. They're getting there. Now, there is one more thing that I want to add, which we're going to have to come all the way up here. I'm trying to find a big piece of land. I'm sort of looking at this over here. We've got this square over here, which could actually be perfect. And it's in between the main area of Kettlewick and Cupton Bluff, because this is going to add a whole load of jobs. And I think having it behind this area where we've got Apex Climbing, Nitro Kingdom, all of these sort of places will be good. And that building is this one here, Switch On. +2 industrial efficiency citywide, which will be fantastic. +1 college graduation, no cost. And this is just going to give us an absolute ton of jobs. I think that's going to be perfect in there. Let's just see how we can do that. We've got this road that runs through here, which I think is calling out for something like this. So we're going to add this one going down here so people can get in and out with no problem. We're going to turn off the traffic lights. And then I'm thinking we might just add some parking like either side of this building. So I'm not quite sure how many people it's going to bring in. So let's do that. And then we'll add that in there, and it still isn't enough room. Okay, we'll have to go back a little bit further. Oh, that's going to be perfect. Let's just turn off Anarchy. There we go, so we can get rid of the other trees. Brilliant, that's what we want to see. And then what I'll probably just do is run a small little service road around the back here, like so. Is that going to attach onto there? Yep, brilliant. Just to sort of, yeah, do that. That is facing out that way. I mean, it doesn't really matter which way it faces, or does it? I feel like, no, that's fine. That's fine. We don't need that facing that way. That'll be good. This here could be some more industry as time goes by. Oh, that was an autosave. Let's just see how many jobs. It's going to, well, it's not cost us anything, so I don't know why money's going down, but efficiency's good. Employees, 245, which should be good. Spasm has moved in. Great name for a company. They do minerals and plastics, make electronics. They've stored a load of stuff already. Yep, there we go. We can see there. So fantastic. That should help with jobs and help with money and all that sort of thing. Yeah, minus 35,000. It'll be plus 60,000 in a minute. Who knows? That's just the way things work in City Skylines 2. Well, the city has grown. The residents are so happy they just love to shop till they drop. So the moolah's rolling in. Oh, we love it. If you enjoyed today's build, a thumbs up on the video would be very much appreciated as always. And a massive thank you to all of the patrons. The names, you see them scrolling up the screen right before you now. Your extra support over there on Patreon really does help. Thank you. Hope you're enjoying all the series I'm recording over there just for you as a reward. And in case you haven't noticed, New Tealand has returned. Yes, New Tealand 2 Electric Boogaloo in City Skylines 2. Episode 2 is out now, link on the screen. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'll see you all very soon for some more Kettlewick.